Have you ever prayed for something so deeply, but no matter how hard you tried, it just didn't happen? You start to wonder, has Allah forgotten me? The truth is, Allah never forgets. When a prayer is delayed, it's not rejection, it's redirection. It means Allah is working behind the scenes in ways you cannot see. In this video, we'll explore 6 powerful reasons why Allah sometimes delays what you ask for, and how those delays are actually part of His mercy and wisdom. By the end of this video, you'll understand that every unanswered dua has a purpose, every delay hides a blessing, and every tear you shed is noticed by Him. Stay with me, and let's uncover how Allah's delays are never to harm you, but to prepare you for something even better. 1. Protection from unseen harm. Sometimes, what we desperately want may seem perfect in our limited view, but Allah's knowledge is far beyond ours. When a prayer or dream is delayed, it could be because that very thing might bring harm, pain, or loss that we cannot foresee. There are countless dangers hidden from human eyes. A person, opportunity, or path that looks good now could later become a source of regret. Allah, in His mercy, acts like a shield, holding you back from stepping into something that could damage your heart, faith, or future. This protection is one of the greatest forms of care, even though it doesn't always feel that way in the moment. What we perceive as disappointment is often divine safety. The delay is a sign that Allah sees what you cannot. Trusting Him means accepting that some doors remain closed, not because you were forgotten, but because you are loved enough to be guarded from unseen harm. When the right time comes, and the safe path appears, you will see why those delays were necessary. This is why believers are encouraged to say, Allah knows and I do not. 2. Preparing you for what's coming. When Allah delays something you deeply desire, it is often because you are being prepared for it. Blessings, if given before the right time, can overwhelm a person who isn't ready to handle them. Sometimes, the heart needs to be strengthened, patience needs to be built, or wisdom needs to grow so that when the gift finally arrives, you can protect it and use it in the right way. Delays also give you the chance to realign your priorities. In waiting, you discover more about yourself, what truly matters, what you need to change, and how much trust you place in Allah's plan. The time you spend longing for something often becomes a period of training, shaping your character and resilience. Think of it as a seed planted in soil. It doesn't grow the moment it is watered. It spends time hidden, silently developing roots that will one day support a strong tree. In the same way, Allah's delay allows you to develop the inner foundation you need before a blessing arrives. When it finally comes, you will be in the right place emotionally, spiritually, and mentally to value and protect it. 3. Increasing your reward. When something you ask for is delayed, every moment of waiting with patience turns into a source of reward. Allah values the silent endurance of His servants, the nights you spend making dua, and the effort to keep hope alive despite the delay. These acts of patience are not wasted, they are recorded as acts of worship and can outweigh the blessing you were waiting for. Sometimes the blessing itself is not the goal, the journey you go through while waiting becomes a form of spiritual elevation. Every sigh, every tear, every whispered prayer draws you closer to Allah, and He promises that those who are patient will be given their reward without measure. In fact, the longer the delay, the greater the accumulation of this unseen reward. By the time your prayer is answered, you may find that what you received is far more than what you initially asked for, because the reward of your patience adds value to the blessing. This shows that Allah's delay is not neglect, it is an opportunity for you to collect treasures for your future, both in this life and in the hereafter. 4. Replacing with something better. When a sincere prayer remains unanswered, it is often because Allah, in His wisdom, has something far superior planned for you. Human beings see only what is in front of them, while Allah sees the entire path ahead. What you are asking for may be limited in benefit, while He wishes to grant you something that brings long-lasting goodness in both this world and the next. Many times, people later realize that what they once cried for would not have truly satisfied them. By holding it back, Allah redirects them towards something they never imagined, a blessing that fits their needs perfectly. This replacement is not always immediate, but when it comes, it brings peace that the original desire could never give. This divine exchange teaches us that unanswered prayers are not ignored prayers. Instead, they are a sign that you are being guided to something greater. When you finally receive that better outcome, you will look back with gratitude for the things that didn't work out. Allah's withholding is never to deprive, it is to ensure that what reaches you will be more valuable, more lasting, and perfectly suited for you. 5. Testing your trust and patience. Delays are one of the most profound ways Allah tests a believer's trust in Him. It is easy to have faith when everything comes quickly, but true reliance shows when prayers seem unanswered, and yet you continue to turn to Him. Through this period of waiting, Allah reveals the strength of your dependence on Him rather than on what you seek. Patience during such times is not just about enduring, it is about keeping your heart soft, avoiding despair, and holding firm to hope. The delay becomes a mirror, showing whether your worship was for Allah alone or only for the sake of receiving something in return. Tests like these also purify intentions. When you continue to make dua without losing hope, even when nothing changes outwardly, it is a declaration that you trust His plan more than your own timing. These trials separate those who surrender completely from those who give up easily. By the time relief comes, your heart has been trained to see blessings as a gift, not an entitlement. This growth makes you more grateful and more connected to your Creator, which is a reward greater than the blessing itself. 6. Perfect timing of His plan. Every blessing in life arrives at a time that Allah has written with precision. His knowledge encompasses the past, present, and future, and He knows exactly when a gift will benefit you most. If something comes too early, it may be wasted. If it comes too late, it might miss its purpose. By delaying, Allah aligns everything around you so that when your prayer is answered, the circumstances are perfect. Sometimes, the delay allows other events, people, or opportunities to be prepared in the background without you even realizing it. You may be asking today for something that will only make sense years later, when the right conditions have been put into place. This divine timing also ensures that the blessing is not only received but appreciated. When it comes after a period of longing, your heart recognizes its value instantly. Believers are encouraged to have full certainty that Allah's plan is never random. Every pause, every wait, and every redirection is calculated with love. When the moment finally comes, you will see that it could not have happened a day earlier or a day later, it will be exactly when it was meant to. Every delay in your life is a sign that Allah's plan for you is still unfolding. What feels like waiting is often His way of protecting, preparing, and guiding you towards something far better than you can imagine. Trust that Allah never forgets a single prayer, a single tear, or a single moment of patience. His timing is perfect, and when His promise arrives, it will make sense. If this reminder touched your heart, don't forget to like this video, share it with others who need hope, and subscribe to Ascend Deen for more faith-strengthening content every week.